Seeing none, I have probably a simple question for you, Mr. Cotton. On that chart you have on the wall, say this referendum was to pass, what significant difference would that have on the height of the stack there where?
We might get to half of what Urbana is.
That's Urbana's the next, yeah, okay. So it'd be up that,
I do have a chart,
I figured you might.
It's like saying homework.
but it's not handy. I can show it to you after,
No, that's good, but it would bring us significantly up to about half of what Urbana would be.
if we're lucky. It's a little bit, can't forecast it very specifically, but, yeah, maybe about half if we're lucky.
All right, thank you.
Mayor, are you gonna support it?
Huh?
Are you gonna?
It's my turn.
I just wondered. I thought you were gonna slow.
Okay, I didn't interrupt you and you had the floor. Yeah, I got to admit, when you look at this chart like this and you see us compared to these nearby communities, it's rather embarrassing that we're that low. And I recently just came back from vacation, and I did a lot of sitting on the street while my wife shopped, because I don't like to shop, watching people, and we were in 4-star hotel areas with some exclusive shops, and a lot of money along that street, and I kept watching this steady stream of people going from garbage can to garbage can and through the containers inside of them to see if anybody left any leftover meals and putting them in plastic bags and taking them with them. And you really don't have any feelings if that doesn't affect you when you see somebody eating out of the garbage. I kept, when we would eat out and I had leftovers, I'd put them in a box and hoping to see somebody homeless that I could give it to, and then I never ran into anybody, so. But it was eye-opening to see that kind of thing. It's eye-opening to see that chart to where there were much behind everybody else. I think it's significant, like Michael said, that we reduced from 5 cents to 2 cents. And that we know from the last discussion we had on this that we could be involved in the state taking over and coming in and controlling part of our welfare service. But, I hate to make, I think we got 3 referendums on the ballot this time. One is for the trustee, the board of the township, one is for the school districts, which I also strongly feel is a very important issue, because I was recently in Monticello to a middle school game in a beautiful facility for middle school in Little Monticello, and I'm thinking our middle school girls got to have these kids come back over and play in our dilapidated Edison Junior High, which has had nothing done to it since I was a student there. So our schools are in desperate need, as the township is, and then the Forest Preserve. All of these are worthwhile causes. I think it's going to be difficult for all of them to pass with the economic situation we got, but I think every individual, and I think this is the most important election that I've seen in my lifetime for the welfare of the country, and I hope everybody gathers all the facts that they can before they go into the poll. If you don't take time to get facts and just vote randomly, then please stay home, because an ignorant vote like that is no good. But I hope everybody gets the facts and goes into the polling place with the facts. Me personally, Martell, you want to know what I'm going to do? I don't know that much about the Forest Preserve thing. I'll have to research that to decide what I'm going to do on that. I am definitely a supporter of the school issue, because I think it's an economic issue where that also affects our growth when companies come in to see our community and our schools are in our facilities. I think the quality of education is good, but the facilities are very bad. So I will be supporting that one. And I got to be quite frank with you, that chart is embarrassing. When you look at it and you see, is that why you took it off? That chart is embarrassing when you look at it, and with a reduction of 2%, I will most likely be supporting this too, but I don't think every individual has to make up their own mind on this. But they ultimately need to know that however much assistance they're getting is not that much money, and they'll still be going through garbage dumpsters to supplement their food supply. So this is not going to correct that issue, and it is rather embarrassing for a community to have people eating their dinner with leftover garbage. Did you have something on this? See,
I did dig up that chart that you asked about. It's showing on the screen now. You see the little orange bar sitting on top of the tiny little yellow bar. That's about that's going from Linda Abernathy's statement that it would bring in $300,000 extra, and it would take us, if we're lucky, to about half of what Urbana does.
Mr. Mayor.
And like Karen, I do have, the other things on the side, and most times if I see someone, I don't give them money, I buy them a meal, but I won't give them cash.